Hello students, so you all are indulged in sports activities and you know that often and on you get injuries in sports. So today we are going to start with a chapter that is physiology and injuries in sports. So what do you mean by physiology? Physiology is basically your body setup. So what kind of body structure you are having, what kind of physical fitness you are having, all come under your physiology. And then often when you are in sports, you get injuries. So in this chapter, we are going to deal basically with your injuries and how to prevent them and cure them. To be in sports, you need to have endurance, you need to have speed, that is agility, you need to have your muscular structure well, and you need to have a flexibility. So today the first topic in which we are going to deal are that factors, which are the factors which are the responsible for our physical fitness or physical form.
So let's start. Now there are various physical factors which are responsible for physical fitness. So first of all, we need to know what is physiology. Basically, physiology is the science of how living things work. Physiology is the study of the functioning of living organism, or you can say it is a actions which is done by the person normally. So there are various components of physical fitness like strength, endurance, speed, flexibility and coordinative abilities. Next one is sports physiology. Sports physiology is the study of long and short term effects of training and condition on athletes. So the specialized field of studies it is in which anatomy about the structure and physiology about function that is studied. And the last one is exercise physiology. Exercise physiology is the study of how the body reacts to the physical exercise in both long term as well as in the short term, and how the body adapts to ongoing exercise and any changes to the routine. So now firstly we are going to study about the physiological factors which are responsible for determining the endurance. So physical factors which are responsible for determining endurance are like lactate threshold. Endurance is determined on the basis of lactate threshold. The quicker accumulation of lactic acid means less endurance and vice versa. सो लैक्टिक थ्रेशोल्ड का मतलब क्या है कि जब आपकी बॉडी में जब आप बहुत ज़्यादा वर्क करते हो तो आपकी बॉडी में लैक्टिक एसिड का एक्यूमुलेशन हो जाए तो दैट इज़ नोन एज लैक्टिक थ्रेशोल्ड, और हम इसको लैक्टिक एसिड टॉलरेंस भी बोल देते हैं. तो जब कभी बॉडी में लैक्टिक एसिड का एक्यूमुलेशन थोड़ा सा एक्सर्ट करने के बाद आपकी बॉडी में लैक्टिक एसिड एक्यूमुलेट हो जाए एंड इट स्टार्ट पेनिंग इन द मसल्स, तो उस टाइम हम पे कह सकते हैं कि दैट पर्सन इज़ लेस टॉलरेंट, या हम उसको कह सकते हैं कि उसकी इंड्योरेंस जो है कम है, और दैट कैन बी अ वाइस वर्सा. सो बेटर लैक्टिक थ्रेशोल्ड इज डिले फटीग एंड दस इंक्रीजेस एंड्योरेंस. तो जिसमें लैक्टिक एसिड एक्यूमुलेट ईजिली नहीं होता तो मीन्स दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की उसकी इंड्योरेंस ज़्यादा है और वो ज़्यादा कैपेबल है फॉर डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ फिजिकल एक्टिविटी. तो लैक्टिक एसिड threshold is an important factor which is help us to determine the endurance. So the next is muscle composition. There are actually two main type of muscle fiber referred to as slow twitch and fast twitch muscles. These fiber differ in how rapidly they can generate force and the type of energy system they use and how quickly they get fatigued. Elite endurance athletes generally possess high percentage of slow twitch muscles, and slow twitch muscles are also called into play during the endurance sports such as जो वो वाले स्पोर्ट्स होते हैं जिसमें ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है और ज़्यादा टाइम तक एंड्योरेंस और स्पीड मेंटेन रखनी है. They have an advantage for activities that involve endurance since they use aerobic metabolism for fuel and are less resistant to fatigue. Endurance is also determined on the basis of the gender of a person. It is well known the fact that endurance varies between men and women. Say for example that men are having more endurance or more physical capability than women. Women are comparatively weaker. So this is all because of the muscle composition that in male they are having the more muscles, whereas in the females they are having the less muscular endurance. So that is why there is a gender difference also between the two. The next factor which is responsible for the endurance is the age. Age also determines the endurance on, or you can also judge the endurance on the basis of age. Endurance decreases with the age. जिस तरह से एज बढ़ती जाती है तो पर्सन की endurance कम होती जाती है. You will often note that young people are having more energy than the old person, than the aged person. So endurance decreases with age. Young people have more endurance as compared to the old age. Next one is cardiac hypertrophy. Cardiac hypertrophy is determined by the heart size and volume. So देखो होता क्या है कि जितना ज़्यादा हम फिज़िकल एक्टिविटीज़ में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं हमारा हार्ट उतना ज़्यादा वर्क करता है, और हार्ट जितना एफिशिएंट होता है उतना ही उसका साइज़ इंक्रीज़ होता है. सो एज द साइज़ इंक्रीज़ तो उसका जो आउटपुट है वो भी इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगा. वंस द आउटपुट इज़ इंक्रीज्ड उससे पर्सन का एंड्योरेंस भी इंक्रीज़ होगा. जितना हार्ट का आउटपुट है उतना ही पर्सन का एंड्योरेंस. Endurance also depend upon the resting heart rate. So endurance is determined on the basis of the resting heart rate. The person having the less resting heart rate is having the more endurance, whereas the person having the more heart rate is having the less endurance. So heart rate also determines the endurance. And the next one is the cardiac muscles. Endurance is determined on the basis of the strength of the cardiac muscle. The person who is having the powerful cardiac muscles means heart muscles जितनी का powerful होंगी उतना ही उसका cardiovascular endurance ज़्यादा होगा. Another one is maximum oxygen uptake or aerobic activity. So this means कि if a particular person that can consume the maximum of oxygen per minute, दिस मीन्स कि उतना ही एनर्जी अपटेक ज़्यादा होगा. मीन्स जितना ऑक्सीजन बॉडी में जाएगा उतनी ही बॉडी के सेल्स में उतनी ही रेस्पिरेशन ज़्यादा होगी. अल्टीमेटली जितना रेस्पिरेशन ज़्यादा होगा उतनी ज़्यादा एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस होगी. सो ऑक्सीजन अपटेक, ऑक्सीजन इनटेक, और हम कह सकते हैं ऑक्सीजन ट्रांसपोर्ट, दे ऑल प्ले अ वाइटल रोल in the endurance, in judging the endurance. So all these factors come under the aerobic activity. So जितनी ज़्यादा एरोबिक एक्टिविटी एफिशिएंट होगी उतना ही ज़्यादा पर्सन में एंड्योरेंस होगा, या उतना ही ज़्यादा वो ज़्यादा लॉन्ग टर्म गेम्स या ज़्यादा अपनी एनर्जी को यूटिलाइज कर सकता है विदाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ फैटीग. So these were the few factors responsible for endurance, and that's all for today. Thank you.